In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback moving. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the offense on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And it's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Makes the grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Bulldozes him. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Tar Heels in the hurry up. On second down, wants to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Michigan 3, North Carolina 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to get rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. Going for 6. End zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Corners are going to bail. Looking to pass on second down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Fast motion from the offense. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Keeps the legs moving. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Michigan! On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fair catch called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Takes his shot. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Wide out in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top. Coming after it. Complete. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Back open in the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch. And
it's caught inside the 25. And bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And that one will give them the lead. The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making it tackle.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On second down, he'll fire. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now on second down after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Bulldozes his way through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. It's complete, a huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, UNC!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll go to the ground using the spin move. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Trying to pick up a first down. A run for the quarterback. Inside the 35. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Henson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Second down coming up. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the Wolverines are on the move. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He'll try the left side. Just destroying his way through the field. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Dances away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it has gone final in that enormous top 5 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. 70 seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pass to 30. He's loose on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
They'll run play action. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. Buying some time. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hines is back in the middle. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When we get to the offseason and they start